Jungkook didn't simply appear. He arrived like a phenomenon. One sudden drop, one set of visuals, and the world collectively forgot how to breathe. His Rolling Stone Japan photoshoot wasn't a release, it was a cultural shockwave, a moment that captured global attention and transformed timelines into battlegrounds of screams, emojis, and disbelief. A moment where standards were raised and expectations were shattered. Because Jungkook doesn't follow trends, he creates seismic shifts. There was no teaser, no countdown, no mysterious silhouettes posted days before. Just impact. Pure, unstoppable impact. 1 second the internet was fine, and the next, it was ruined beyond repair. Pages crashed. Notifications exploded. Entire communities went into meltdown trying to comprehend what they were witnessing. Even the algorithms malfunctioned trying to process the sheer volume of reactions. The world demanded answers to a single question. How is Jungkook even real? These weren't mere photos. They were living cinema. Scenes from a blockbuster film frozen in time. Cinematic darkness, spotlight drama, and a main character energy so powerful that even Hollywood executives paused and whispered, "He's the future." The kind of still frames that breathe, the kind of visuals that make silence louder than noise. Let's talk visuals, because this is where Jungkook truly obliterates the norm, flips the rulebook, and burns it with a single glance. The lighting didn't just shine on his face, it sculpted it. Every shadow, every highlight felt like the result of strategic planning by professionals who understood they were documenting history. His jawline, sharper than a superhero's origin story. His profile, mathematically unfair. His face doesn't look like human biology. It's precision architecture, engineered by fate and refined by artistry. He is carved from contrast. Softness that feels dangerous, danger that feels irresistible. Then his eyes, deep, dark, and devastating. Not loud, not exaggerated, just quiet power. The type of gaze that could lead an entire trilogy. A protagonist with hidden chaos. A villain with a tragic past. But above all, a legend built on presence alone. There's a reason people stare at these photos longer than they should. Jungkook doesn't just pose, he communicates. His silence is a language that everyone understands. His skin glimmers with a smooth sheen, like polished stone warmed by stage lights. A perfect balance of softness and edge. The visual equivalent of a whisper that somehow feels like an earthquake. The outfits, carefully chosen and flawlessly fitted, trace the artistry of his movement-trained body. He doesn't need loud accessories. He is the accessory. He is the main event. And that hair, the kind of messy that is scientifically calibrated to destroy you. Rebellious strands falling in perfect chaos across a face built for magazine covers and movie posters. It looks natural, effortless, but the effect is anything but small. It's intoxicating. Screenshotted, replayed, zoomed in, studied, worshipped. Every micro movement. A tilt of his chin, a shift of balance, a relaxed shoulder holds a story. A calm dominance, a mastery of presence. He doesn't try to look sexy. He simply exists, and the world falls apart. The reaction? Legendary, immediate, catastrophic, in the most beautiful way. Armies spiraled into poetic emergencies. I'm breathing, but I'm not living. This photo shoot is illegal in 67 countries. I require emotional support from professionals immediately. Thousands of fan cams within minutes. Edits turning him into mafia kings, cyberpunk heroes, billionaires with tragic secrets. And every concept fit him like it was written for him. Even non-Kpop fans, the casual observers scrolling peacefully, were dragged into chaos. Hold on, who I asked this? He looks like he escaped a Marvel casting studio. That's a real human? You're lying. One look, and they were gone. That is the power of global star, aura. Rolling Stone Japan knew exactly what they were doing. They stripped away distractions and let Jungkook be the art. Minimalist high fashion drenched in luxurious shadows. Monochrome palettes that made his features the focal point. Soft fabrics that highlighted strength rather than hide it. Casual silhouettes elevated to runway prestige simply because he is the one wearing them. No glitter, no theatrics. Just Jungkook raw, magnetic, refined. A reminder that true luxury doesn't need to shout. Fashion designers crave someone like him. Presence born, not trained. Confidence that doesn't need permission. A visual story unfolding frame by frame. This shoot reveals a new Jungkook, one who has outgrown the limitations of being just the youngest member, just the idol, just a performer. He stands with the calm authority of a man who knows his value and his impact. He doesn't follow the spotlight. The spotlight follows him. This is the evolution ARMY has witnessed for years. The transformation from golden magnate to global icon. The world sees confidence now, but loyal fans know the journey behind that gaze. Rolling Stone Japan praise him with a reverence usually reserved for industry legends, and that's exactly who he is. They describe him as someone redefining what modern masculinity looks like. Powerful yet elegant, intense yet soft, bold yet humble. His silence in these photos is loud. His stillness moves people. His existence tells a story. No pose is accidental. No angle is wasted. No frame is forgettable. You could hang any shot in the room would fall silent. This photo shoot does more than showcase beauty. It documents culture, dominance. Jungkook is not confined to K-pop, not boxing by language, not limited by media. He is a force, recognized across continents, a face that shifts fashion conversations, a brand. Magnet whose influence is measured not in likes, but in global trends. Every time he changes hair, the world headlines it. Every time he moves, the industry adjusts. Every release becomes a universal event. His rise is a blueprint for what a new age superstar looks like. A vocalist who shakes stadiums. A performer who owns a stage. A personality adored by generations. A visual legend whose gaze alone changes. Arts, he is the universal standard. One shoot, one drop, one name written in global headlines without warning. Jungkook, the living embodiment of excellence. Rolling Stone Japan didn't capture a photo shoot. They captured a shift in destiny. A transformation set in motion years ago. Now fully realized. He is not growing into greatness anymore. He is greatness. Unfiltered, undeniable, everlasting. The world didn't just fall in love again. It remembered that it never stopped. We are witnessing a chapter that will be replayed, reprinted, created for years to come. Because this is what legacy looks like. Viral today, iconic tomorrow, eternal forever. Thank you for joining this deep dive into a moment where art, beauty, confidence, and culture collided. Pop Update will always be here, celebrating the visuals that speak louder than words, the legends who redefine what influence means, and the fans who turn admiration into a global heartbeat. Stay with us, where stars never stop. Shining, where fandom is family, where passion becomes power, and where Jungkook's brilliance continues to echo beyond every frame, every drop, every era that follows. Because trust us, Jungkook isn't done. Yet, this isn't the peak. This is just the beginning of a future, written in headlines, carved into fashion history, and immortalized through the eyes of millions. Pop Update signing off, but the obsession continues. Purple Heart sparkles, forever.